Hello, well, the Logan's in for a service, so they've given me this thing as a courtesy car. It's a Dacia Duster, 1.5 turbo diesel, I believe. Yeah, it's a 4x4. It's a little cheap 4x4. I've looked down here. It's actually got two-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive setting. I believe this will be the Lorette version because it has got cruise control. Still a strange place for the cruise control button down here, but it's yeah, very much similar to, yeah, basically same steering wheel and dashboard as in the Logan. Shared a lot out of the parts bin. So yeah, I'm just going to drive this around for a bit, see what comes to us. I've just left the dealer, set up all the cameras, so see what comes to mind. But, first impressions, yeah, it's a 4x4, pretty high driving position. Yeah, I don't know if there's anywhere I can test it off-road. Maybe I'll have to go into the countryside up Northumberland way. But, for the moment I'm on the coast road after just leaving the Renault Dacia dealer just back there. Was it just near Heaton, I believe it was. Right, so I'm just going to drive myself home, see what comes to mind. Well, I suppose if you like 4x4s, this will be the Dacia to go for. I'll have to check on the price on them. I think they're probably one of the more expensive Dacias, this one. Especially if it's got the proper 4x4 in it. So I wonder what this thing's like driving off-road. The interior, it certainly looks a bit more 4x4-y. Big chunky bits sticking out and that. I do believe this is like one of the first facelift Dacias I've driven with the new headlights on it. The daytime running light LEDs built in. So I'm going to have to find somewhere to put fuel in this thing. Wasn't expecting to put fuel in it just after I got into it, like. All I getting's a tenner. Looks like it's got stop-start technology as well. There's the little stop-start light that's flashing saying it hasn't got enough to restart on the stop-start cycle at the moment. So that's why the engine's still running at these traffic lights. More 30 mph zones. Average speed cameras. Diesel engine doesn't like tootling along. It's at 30 mph in third leg. I've had to go into fourth there. But, well, I think it's actually a 6-speed gearbox. That would be probably why. So there you go. That's another difference this one has. It's got a 6-speed gearbox. That's why I had to go. I'll pull the lever up and go along to the right and up to go in reverse. Whereas in the Logan, the reverse gear is just where the 6th gear is on this one. But this is great. This is why you need to go for, like, if you're going to get a Dacia, at least spend the grand or so more and get like the Lorette version, so you can get your cruise control and just poodle along like speed traps like this one. Spot on the 30. Right, so I'm in fourth in the 6-speed gearbox. Let's see what the pickup's like now because I'm about to accelerate. Seems to be fine. That van, that was too impatient to wait for that. So into 6th. There you go, we're into 6th. And well, it's quite torquey at 6th gear. Yeah, like most Dacias that I've driven, once you get them up on the motorway or dual carriageway and you get them up to speed, stick the cruise control on, they're perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable vehicles. Yeah. If anything, I'd say the actual ride is more comfortable in this. I mean, I wouldn't it's got big fat 4x4 tyres on as well, so there's obviously a lot more air between the wheel and the vehicle and the wheels. Well, I guess you would expect that from a 4x4 with a taller, spongier suspension, wouldn't you? I've got a funny feeling with it being a 4x4 this, just looking in the rear view mirror there, it's not going to have a bigger boot as the Logan. It looks tiny. In fact, this is basically, this is a Dacia Sandero on stilts, I believe. So you think you've got the Dacia Sandero, and then you've got the, is it Dacia Sandero stepway, which is kind of just a taller Sandero, and I think this is basically the stepway with the four-wheel drive in it, I think. The thing about this diesel engine is I'm tootling along now at 40 and it's still got pull in it in 6th gear. Let's control down a bit into 5th. Take a bit of getting used to these 6-speed gearboxes. You've just got to change gear a lot more often. The only thing when I'm shooting these reviews, I've got all these cameras on in the car and everything, and I'm stuck in traffic, it just puts me off. People looking going, what's he doing there? What's that? He's got a camera in the car. Is he filming something? It's like, bog off. I'm trying to be professional here. I think, yeah, looking at the sides of this, if you want a compact 4x4, this is a good choice, isn't it? Compact, cheap 4x4. It is basically a small car. Right, I just hope this fuel filler cap is on the right hand side. We'll go to this one down here, if it's open. Hopefully the fuel filler cap's on the right hand side. Diesel's still open, good. Right, so I'll stop use there while I fill up. Well, I'm not sure if this one actually has the daytime running lights. It does seem to have the facelifted front. I think it does anyway. But it's a 66 plate, so it's late 2016, so it might have been just one of the last ones before the... In fact, did they actually facelift this? Because I know they facelifted the Logan and the Sandero and everything with new headlights and a slightly different dashboard. To you know, new dashboard and new lights with LED running lights in it. But I don't think this one has. I'll have to get out and have a look at it when it's turned on. But just turning on the GoPro there, which I've got attached to the back window, filming. I had a look at the boot and it was a fairly decent. I was surprised. It's a fairly decent sized boot. It's not as big as the Logan's, mind, but for a 4x4 like this, you can't really grumble. Also, getting out of the car there to go and fill up, I kind of hit the ground quicker than I thought, because I didn't actually hit the ground. When I put my foot out, I went straight. My foot landed straight on the step, the side skirt step. It's like, oh. So that took a bit of. Obviously, I don't drive 4x4s very often, so that took a bit of dealing with, just to understand it. But, it's got quite a lot of pickup when you want it to. Get used to these 6 gears. A bit slow around the bend there then. I wasn't too keen on really tilting it around that bend. But at that point, just coming off the bend, there was a little Citroen C2 right up my tail, sort of like going, well, where are you going away? And then as soon as I accelerated there, he's been left, he's 500 yards at least away now. He's way behind there. Now how much is this? I'll have to have a look up online. I think these go from 10 grand, don't they, for the base version? So this is the Lorette version, the 1.5 diesel engine. Now I think, yeah, that's it. These Dusters only come with the diesel engines. So I'm left it in 6th here while the wagon there pulled out in front of us. Why the hell did you just not brake and save me from having to slow down? But, yeah, I've just left it in 2nd there. Sorry, in 6th. It's just picked up speed. So it's top gear. Oh, sorry, in the top of the gearbox gear. You know, the top gear, yeah, not the TV show, but the top gear here, 6th. It pulled away reasonably well there. Quite tough. I think when I took the diesel version of the Logan out, it sounded a bit more coarse than that vehicle, the engine. But I did enjoy its torquiness. I do believe this is the same 1.5 engine. Just come off the cancel this cruise control there for a second and come back on again. Mr. Audio's not going to let me by, is he? Let's get by him. Just stick the foot down and there you go. There you go, that's Audi. place up here and mount the dickhead cam. Drive the rest of the way home with the dickhead cam on, so you can see a shot of this from the driving position. So, should be able to get the rest of the way. I'm just coming in the middle of Ashington at the moment, but if it continues to record, yep, seems to be. Should be able to get the rest of the trip home via dickhead cam footage. But you just can have a quick look around at the dashboard here. Right, just need to find a gap in the traffic and then we can go. See, it's quite a much higher driving position than the Logan as well, isn't it? So they want this back for about take this back for about 4ish. So I do have a fair few hours with the thing. So plenty of time to film more stuff. Duster, Dacia Duster. Still get used to this 6-speed gearbox. It's weird. If you set the cruise control to 30 and I'm in 4th, because it's a 6-speed. So if you set the cruise control to 30 in 3rd, the engine's revving too high. Never in the history of this roundabout so many people went straight ahead there. Now we'll wait to see how it's going to pull away once we hit the national speed limit zone in 4th. Right, so we're in 4th, I'm going to step on the accelerator now. So there you go, 30 to 60 in 4th. That one. Could you hear the engine though? How coarse it was. It still sound, even though it's got, this has better soundproofing I believe than the Logan diesel, but you can still hear the coarse diesel engine rattling away there. Got there someone doing 45 mile an hour in the 60 zone. It's an opportunity to try and overtake, I shall. Right, that says we're going 5th, 6th, there you go. So, there's your acceleration, taking acceleration sorted. Yeah, you're in the fucking 60 zone. You got a car quite capable of doing 60, at least the freaking 60. And then potter around at 45. This you're in a clapped out banger. And the weather's atrocious. You've got no reason not to do at least 55 to 60 in the 60 zone. So that same person there is probably still going to do 45, 40 in the 30 zone because they're so hypocritical. And now this is, say I'm in 3rd, I've set it to 30 mile an hour here. You hear how high the engine's revving? So it does need 4th in the 30 zone. Whereas the Logan, I can use that in 3rd. Along here. In fact, going to 4th in the 30 zone is too high a gear for it. But we're coming up to home now, so I'm going to stop the dickhead cam and stop that one. And yeah, we'll take some more shots over Trumbull. Well, the GoPro's still playing up, so I'm going to have to log onto it with this. But what I've noticed in the back there, there's a actual cigarette lighter socket, you know, 12 volt socket back there. So you could actually use that for charging up, mounting a rear dash cam in this, which is something I would love in the Logan, because I'd have to run a wire all the way along the car to the multi-socket. So this is basically means it's got a cigarette lighter socket in the front and a cigarette lighter socket in the back. Very useful these days to have two of them. We're not far from Tromwell Woods here. There's a place, nice quiet place I like to do drive-by shots up here. There is some country lanes and that, and some off-road bits, but they're not really that good. So I think I might take a trip up to Linden Hall near Long Horsley. It's about 10 miles north of here, because if we go past the hall there's a country, there is a proper dirt track, like to really test out the four-wheel drive on this. Got the new shades on that I got in Spain. So yeah, let's get going. Past the posh people's houses here, past the mansions, and down to where I usually do my drive-by shots. So we'll just drive a little bit along here. Stereo seems pretty decent. I've had it on there, but obviously I can't put it on YouTube because I always put copyright claims on when you play the radio. Whoever's music is on the radio always puts a copyright claim in. It's just like, what the frick? You won't allow me to monetize the video because of that. So sad. What else did I have to say? Yeah, I get it. I get the 4x4 thing. You're kind of high up. You feel, man, I could go anywhere. And I guess if I was going to get a 4x4 on the, I would get one of these because it's just so cheap. I mean, how much are they? I think they start at 10 grand for the base model, go up to about 15. I don't know. I don't say. I mean, this is the Lorette one. I'll have to check out how much it is. But let's say it's even if it's 17 grand, it's like still a bargain, I think, for a four-wheel drive vehicle with our two-wheel selector and everything on it. I mean, yeah, if I lived up in the countryside or I needed something, something that feels safer in the snow with, if I get snowed in off, this would be the cheap car I'd get. Oh, cup holder. Well, I'm keen to see how this would manage with a McDonald's cup holder. I've got the little plastic one here, plastic Nescafe one that my parents brought back from Saudi years ago. You might see the bit of Arab writing on the side of it there. And fresh Tazigo Costa coffee. But it fits in fine, but it's just the shape of it. I'm wondering what a McDonald's, if I get a chance to try a McDonald's one out before I hand the car back, I will, but yeah, I think I might have problems getting fitted in there somehow. Mind you, it won't be as tall as that one, will it? But for now, I'm going to save the battery on this and the camcorder for the drive-by shots, and for going up to Long Horsley to Linden Hall to that dirt track, and we'll try going off-road up there. Let's off-road, yeah, in the Duster. Hopefully there'll be a bit on here where I can do a drive-by shot on the 4x4 as well. We'll see. I connect the GoPro. Gauge glasses and switch on to 4x4 mode. Four-wheel drive engaged. So, let's off-road. Here we go. Is that going? Yeah. Right, time to off-road on the dirt track. Oh, we're going over some bumpy stuff already. We're off-roading in with Duster. People should do. That would be a thing, wouldn't it? If I had plenty of money, I would just buy one of these and see how far I can go on one of those like long way round thing where you go through Siberia and all. How far can a Dacia Duster? Can a Dacia Duster do a long way round trip round all the bloody Siberian roads and whatnot, off-roading? Oh, was that a scrape on the under? It reminds me when there was it the third episode of the Grand Tour, that new Jeremy Clarkson, James May series. I think I can go this way. I think this is the way to go, yeah. So this should, anyway, they had one of these in the third episode where they did like the, you know, the video, the Black Ops thing at the training where every time they died it was like they had to start from the beginning, like it was a video game. And the I think I go to the right here, but I'm going to be stuck behind Mr. Nope, it's straight on, I believe. Let's just have a look here. Which way do we go? 6T. I think it's that way. Well, that's proper off-roading up there, but I remember coming along here in the Leaf. Yes, a year or so ago. But I don't think that's the way to go. Well, this is some proper off-roading up here anyway, so let's give it a go. Some proper off-roading. I just hope it's not a freaking dead end. But yeah, I'm sure this is the way I came in the Leaf. And I was thinking, you need a freaking 4x4 to come along here because the sat-nav sent me the wrong freaking way. But yeah, here we go. Off-roading in the Dacia Duster now. A lot of people who buy these don't actually do this, do they? People who buy 4x4s never actually come off-road and go on any rough stuff. Well, I've got one, a courtesy car, while me Logan's in for a service, and I'll go and do it. I'll go and do it for your benefit. That's why you should subscribe to my channel. Yeah, the little circular thing that comes at the end of my videos. Subscribe, because I do all these things for your benefit. Yeah, real road tests. Yeah. Look at this, proper off-road. Let's see. Let's pick up some speed now. See how it happens. Oh yeah. On the rough stuff. Just for you. Oh, and there's the problem. That's the road I came off in the Leaf, but they've now put a trailer up there. So now I'm going to have to try and turn around. This sounds like a good opportunity to set the camera up outside so you can see me off-roading in this. Right, so we'll stop that there. Look at it, it's considerably dirtier than it was when I got it. But I'll just drive home, see what else comes to mind. I've had a look in the glove box so you can all see what that's like. I do like this place for the sunglasses up here. A lot neater than the one in the Logan. The Logan's got some spot for, I don't know what, looks like a little cubby hole where you could put like a, I think the intention was to have some sort of aftermarket, or to have an option for a sat-nav system or something to go up there. But then they put it in this down here, didn't they? There's an option with the radio, but yeah. So we'll have to look on the interweb. See if I can do this with this phone while it's. Hopefully that doesn't go off. Just have a look at what the price of one of these is. There you go. There's a stop-start going for you. Okay, so let's just bring up the Dacia website. I still like Dacia. It's still, the way it's spelt, still better. So, you know, Dacia's, you know, that's the English way of saying it, but I guess you must say Dacia. Sorry, James May, you were wrong when you said that. Let's have a look. Proper Dacia site. Welcome to dacia.co.uk. So let's have a look at which one it is. So this is the Dacia Duster, strangely affordable from 9495. So let's just have a look at that. Now, I've been outside. It has the daytime running lights are the old-fashioned type, as you can see with some of the clips I've put in here of the lights going on and off. So I think that this hasn't had it facelifted to have the LED running lights included yet, but e-brochure design. Book a test. Why book a test drive when you can just get one as a courtesy car? Fuel consumption. So let's have a look. So you can get a 1.6 16 valve if you wanted, but you know, if you're 105. Oh, there you go. There's a Dacia Lorette TCE. So you could get one of these with the TCE engine for 13990. But that's probably the base model. Now I've seen some of the base models. Some of the base models haven't got. I mean, this has got the all the chrome bits on the steps. You know, the side skirts got a chrome effect to them. The base models, they've just got basically they're like the base model. I don't know what's called ambience or something. The cheapest ones are always just like basic paint, black bumpers, nothing in here. You look at wind down windows, no decent stereo, definitely no cruise control. So my opinion is, if you're going to go for a Dacia, spend the extra grand to £2 and get fully loaded, like, and get the Lorette versions of them. Like this one, it's got the cruise control, it's got all the nice bits, it looks nicer on the outside, it's got 4x4. Now my only question is, looking at this, is if I go to design, can I design a Lorette with all of this? So we'll go for 4x4. So I'll look here, try to do it on the app here. You get the 4x4. Yeah, Duster Lorette TCE 125 times 4 times 2, whatever that means. 13390. That would probably be the one I would get, and I would get the I would take it to Buick Mobility and get the yeah, Duster. Yeah, next. So the Duster, and get the oh, it's giving us a test drive. The app's not that very good, is it? But yeah, get the LPG conversion on it. He thinks I'm waiting for him. So one of these for 13.5 grand if you want a 4x4, or you could, if you wanted to go down the Tesla route, you could get a Model X for like around about 100 grand. Now this is the problem. You could get one of these converted to LPG, or you could just get the diesel one, and for, you know, for 13 grand or whatever, say 15 grand at the most if you went for the, I think the diesel one's a bit more expensive than the petrol. So say 15 grand. How many years are you going to be able to run it on diesel until you get anywhere close to Model X? And now that that's another thing, now that you can't actually get free supercharging with your order Tesla, it's just like, it's, you know, I was really a big fan of Tesla when they first came out, but the more I'm looking at it now, it's becoming even though I've done the thing like 1,500 subscribers, shall I buy one? It's still, you know, I shouldn't really say that, but keep subscribing, because I might go for it if I can get one of the older ones where you get the free supercharging. And the only problem with that is I did see a few more of them come on Auto Trader recently, and there was one on there for, I think it was 46 or 48 grand, and it had autopilot, but it had done like 70,000 miles, like well past its Tesla warranty. So the only warranty that was left was the drivetrain and the battery. So, you know, anything goes wrong with that one and you're stopped. So what they need to do, what needs to happen with EVs is they need to get down to where even buying a Dacia and running it, you know, not being, it has to be cheap enough to be able to buy one instead of a Dacia. It has to make the internal combustion engine just so unaffordable that yeah, an EV will be the cheapest option for most people, and I still think that's another 10-20 years away until the batteries have to like be mass produced on scale to come down in cost. I know you've got the Gigafactory and you've got some new Samsung factory in the Far East coming out, but all that needs to happen for it to become viable for most people, because at the moment someone who's on the lower end of the income scale like me has this that they can go for, and they can run it for years and still not be out of pocket compared to buying an EV. So that is the issue, isn't it? I mean, you could become one of those brand snobs. Oh, I've got to buy a Jack, I've got to buy a Land Rover, I've got to buy this, I've got to buy a BMW, and you'd be paying like you'd still be paying twice as much for an off-roader, wouldn't you? Maybe it's not have a little bit more room in this and a bit more presence, but I think that's the issue with a lot of people. It's all about image, isn't it? It's all about, look at me, I've got this big flashy car. These are bought by people who, you know, they just want to blend in. They just want something for the purpose. I'll look over and take an opportunity if this van gets parked, right? Look at that, perfectly reasonable overtaking abilities. It's a 1.5 diesel. Yeah, you know, if you're looking for a cheap 4x4, you know, maybe you live in a farm or something, and you just, you know, you just need something that's not too expensive, is reliable, it's going to do the job, reasonable on the roads, perfectly reasonable on the roads actually. Then get one of these. Thing is, when I'm working around Ashton, I've seen a load of these. I mean, most of the people in Ashton won't be using these for going off-road. They just wanted a 4x4, and this is like cheap as chips 4x4. I mean, you do properly feel as though you're driving a 4x4, proper 4x4, because you're up higher. Oh, pheasant. Oh, nearly got run over by that Land Rover. Moved out the way just in time. But it does give, I mean, for 13 grand, it is giving you the proper 4x4 experience. I feel up high, got a nice big high bonnet. I had to lower the seat when I got in because even though the steering wheel is right up as high as set, because you got the adjustable steering wheel, it was right up the highest set. I couldn't get my D's underneath. There must have been a midget driving it before me, so yeah, they had to lower it right down to get my D's underneath. But other than that, yeah, it's like driving a proper expensive 4x4. You could be driving. I could just be sitting in a Land Rover or something. I'm high up. Yeah, this is the common sense 4x4 purchase in my eyes, like. But yeah, double thumbs up. I can't really think of anything else to say. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. I'm glad I got the gold one. I know if I need a cheap 4x4 tomorrow, buy one of these. So thoroughly recommend it. So just a few more things I've got to say, and that is click the subscribe button down here. I think it's down here, or it's down there somewhere. Or the little circular of me smoking the Olympic torch of London 2012 should appear about here. If you click on that, you can, it should be around here somewhere. If you click on that, you can subscribe to my channel that way. Remember to give us a thumbs up and a like as well. Give me a video a like. That would be lovely. And there should be around here some other videos, like there should be my vlog, there should be Tesla road trips worth a watch. Maybe something else equivalent up here, maybe some videos of that, I don't know, I'll put something there if there's one. But yeah, all there is to say now is thanks again for watching. Catch you next time. Bye. Just one other thing I need to edit in here. I was just looking at the rear view there, rear mirror, and that headrest in the middle. This is probably one of the few criticisms I can think of. But the headrest right in the middle there, out that little back window, it's kind of not making it the greatest rear view. I mean, I'm used to such a brilliant view out the back of the Logan, I suppose. But yeah, because of how high up it is, it's kind of, yeah. I think if I was going to buy one of these, I would remove that centre headrest in the back there, because it is really obscuring the view.